DNVR Broncos live, coming to you from the DNVR Bar on the corner of Colfax in York in beautiful Denver, Colorado. And it is beautiful in Denver, Colorado today. It is quite beautiful.
It's a little gray. Yeah, just depending on what you're looking at. If you're looking at the box score of the Denver Nuggets game last night, which took place in Denver.
It's all my eyes can see.
It's beautiful.
Probably because of the haze.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're worried about seeing sunlight, that's probably not going to happen today.
I don't know, man. It looks bright, sunshiny, 75.
No, you're just lying. Yeah.
It's all about how you feel, you know?
Oh, I think feeling great.
Weather is about interpretation.
So then...
The weather says you can't breathe.
It's very true. Good thing we're inside.
Yeah.
I'm just breathing in nothing but Laker tears.
That's not what that is. That's just smoke.
Eating, drinking, and bathing in Laker tears.
It is a little more humid today.
It is. It is. It is.
I wonder why that is.
Laker
is it
tears.
because... Okay, Laker tears. But outside of the Laker tears, I wonder, does smoke somehow keep the liquid in?
Yeah.
You could convince me on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
Okay,
you can't
cool.
convince
We're gonna
me
confirm
that not showering every day is acceptable.
I'm so glad.
That's not okay. But you can convince me on the, smoke keeps humidity in.
I love when Zach gets backed into a corner and he has to kind of change his argument.
What argument am I changing?
He's like, take a shower. Come on. No.
Exactly.
You're trying to make it seem like we said, once a week showering is fine.
No, I'm not changing my argument.
Yeah,
Shower daily.
yeah.
That's the argument.
A little straw
Days
man,
off
a little
are good.
gaslighting.
What are you
It's all
talking
right. It
about?
happens.
Shower daily. That's my argument. See, now you're trying to twist my words.
75% of people say you're the crazy one.
Yeah, and 75% of people are gross.
Wow.
Is what I learned. Our community, I hope this is isolated to our community. Not
wow.
beyond that, because yikes.
Zach thinks you guys are gross, so keep that in mind.
Yes. Everyone that voted in that Twitter poll.
That is
Well, the 75%.
I'm really happy for Zach because now this Sunday he's gonna be able to be like, oh, it's not weird. I could just not take a shower today.
That will
try it out.
not be happening. Sounds like you two are
Live a
already
little.
planning on that.
I would actually love to not take a shower this Sunday.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's in the cards.
It's-
No
yeah.
Nuggets game.
Golf, yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's just I just couldn't do it for myself, let alone the people around me.
The cats
I
around
would
you.
just feel
Those are cats.
cats clean themselves, hourly.
They do.
They're taking
Just showers.
hourly
You don't
have to be a cat.
showers.
Zach showers his cats once a day.
Man,
Brings one to each.
He's like, you
That
guys
would-
are
each shower.
nasty. I gotta go wash you off.
I get enough.
Shower time. Who's coming with?
I get enough scratches already. I couldn't stand that.
Oh, I bet. Oh man, I can't wait for showerless Sunday.
Oh, gross.
That we might need to start that.
I don't think I'm going to be on the pod on Monday then.
Wow.
You guys can enjoy
We'll
your,
shower Monday.
showerless Sunday and Monday together.
We could probably save the world if we just make showerless
Probably.
Sunday a thing.
Yeah. Start planting some trees too.
yeah.
That'd probably be enough.
No. Well, okay. You just went from one thing to now you're actually doing other things.
Yeah. I feel like if we just shower half as much, we all just plant a bunch of trees. I think DNVR Broncos could save the world.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
We agree on. Wait, let them cook.
Yeah. Just like a good
what do
take.
you-
Let them cook.
Oh,
new one.
see, all I can think of. Yeah, have you ever heard that?
Oh, constantly. Yeah. Yeah. You ever heard let Russ cook?
yeah, that's
same thing.
That's all I can think of. I guess you're just
Yeah.
trying to relate it back to Broncos.
No,
No. Let him cook, I think, came first. Well, first.
probably. You haven't seen the
Never
it's
heard
the
of it
Toy Story meme?
I've seen Toy Story, not a Toy Story meme.
It's Woody. He's going like this, holding someone back. Says, "Hold up, let him cook."
Oh.
You use that meme when someone's really spitting.
Oh, okay.
Like I was about the water and trees.
Yeah, saving the
Oh,
world.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. That keep cooking, right? Is that what I say?
Oh, yeah. Keep cooking.
Let him cook.
Let Hank cook.
Oh man, what a night last night was.
Was.
I would put it in the all-time conversation at the DNVR bar. Would you agree, Hank?
It was a good one for sure. Yeah, I mean, it'd be right up there. I mean, the four
abs.
threes.
Well, the Avs
Yeah.
games were like always gonna.
Yeah.
you
When
know-
they won the cup, like that's still an easy number one for
yeah,
me.
for sure.
Yeah.
But in terms of decibels, which we actually are now going to be able to track
Good.
that, the MPJ3, which marked, I believe, the 4th consecutive 3 by the Nuggets to go up 12,
Yep.
was legitimately like dangerous for the ears.
Yeah.
It was so loud in here.
Because
And,
that was the dagger,
yeah.
or as Hank would say, the dagger.
Wow.
Would I?
Yeah.
Dagger. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Dagger.
I would.
That was insane. And there was a guy here from Serbia who traveled from Serbia to come out to go to game 1
Insane.
and then stayed out here for game 2.
You have to if you're traveling from Serbia.
Yeah, and he said that being at the bar was better than being at the game.
Wow.
Whoa.
How about? I mean, I've said that it compares, it
Yeah.
rivals, absolutely.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't know, just like everyone here is just like, I can't remember the way he described it, but in my head I was like, yes, DNVR community knows ball. Like that's basically what he's saying. He's
True.
like at the game, you know, some people are like, maybe 90% of people are like truly there to watch the game. 10% are like just dressing
They
up
have money.
to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
They have money.
I think the word is the people here are diehards,
Yes.
which is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we embrace and what the community's about, and that's exactly what it is. Where most of the people at the stadium, especially now, are, but also there's some expensive tickets.
You price
that-
out diehards the higher you go up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
the,
here-
the drinks are always the same price here.
Right. Like when Mike hits a 3 here, you get the Mike. I've been trying to get that going at the stadium. No,
Only
they
once.
they don't watch the Nuggets post-game videos on Twitter.
There was once it happened
Really?
in the first series. Yeah, I can't remember which game it was.
That's sick.
That was sick.
You were
First
there.
series makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Cheapest
Yeah.
tickets.
Yeah.
True.
Very
Most
true.
diehards.
Very
Yep.
true.
All right. As much as I would love to talk about the Nuggets beating the Lakers all day long,
When are the Broncos in the situation the Nuggets are in? Essentially, when are the Broncos in the AFC Championship game next?
I mean, you gotta go like over under 7.5 years.
Why? That's just so random to throw out.
Well, I mean, I don't have a good reason to say like, 2028 actually, I think is when everything, you know.
well, what
Well,
does
no,
history
you
tell
just
us?
said it so. You just said it like oh, I've been thinking about this, and 7.5
mean-
years is the right number.
16 teams.
Okay, so let's just break this down. Broncos are in the AFC Championship in both 97 and 98.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They go again to the AFC Championship in 2005.
Yep.
They go again to the AFC Championship in 2013.
Yep.
They go again in 15.
So
And they
you-
haven't been back.
So that means this year.
Yeah, I was going to say, historical context tells us about every 7 years the Broncos are
There you
in
go.
the
Yeah.
AFC Championship
I guess it's
starting in
this year.
1997.
There you go. So it's this year or it's in 2026 when the next Super Bowl, when that Super Bowl will be at Levi's Stadium
Super Bowl
10
60.
years after Super Bowl 50. Is it just set up for the Broncos to win it again?
Could be.
Maybe Vaughn comes back for one last year.
No.
Super Bowl
Wow.
60 MVP. Could you imagine?
Maybe Valor is on the Broncos.
Wow.
by that point.
Yeah,
At
that's more
12
likely.
years old? Yeah. You think that's more likely? 12-year-old Valor than
Is he only 2?
40-year-old Vaughn?
That's crazy.
I'll take 40-year-old Vaughn.
Seems so much older.
Maybe he's 4.
How long
14-year-old
from now is
Valor.
Super Bowl 60? 26?
Yep,
That's
exactly.
crazy. It feels like
Yeah.
forever from now.
I know. It really does. We're only 3 Super Bowls away.
Also, Levi Stadium did not deserve a second Super Bowl.
Why?
It's just a terrible setup for a stadium. Like, it's nowhere near San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I truly
Kind of
mean
a perk.
nowhere near.
Yeah.
It would basically
Depending on
be
who you
like,
ask.
Yeah.
like we
I don't
complain
wanna go
about
to
the
San Francisco.
airport. This would be the Broncos playing in like Fort Collins.
I mean, yeah, it's not San Francisco.
No,
they,
it's
they
not
should
at all.
be the Bay Area, if that, or just the Santa Clara. Isn't that where technically
Santa Clara,
it is?
yeah.
The Santa
It-
Clara 49ers.
It's a beautiful facility, but also Santa Clara, with all due respect to anyone who might live there, it's not cool. Like you would never stay in Santa Clara.
I thought,
So
it
you
was,
have to
I thought it was pretty.
Well, I mean, it's
What does that get you
California.
though?
It's gonna be pretty.
Like you just
But-
look out the window all day? I need
No,
a zoo or
it's
something.
like, but
Henry, that's why you live. That's why your parents live in Montana, is to look out the window, and it's very nice.
No, but then you go like hike and raft and
I guarantee you
point
can
is
do that
like-
in Santa Clara.
Really?
Yes. There's an ocean right there.
The point is like you couldn't hang out like there's nothing around the stadium other than like
right.
like tech startups.
In terms of a Super Bowl, yeah, absolutely. But you know why? It's because the tech money, the money's there.
Yep.
There's a lot of people there. So I agree with. It's also like from my understanding, I've actually never been there. Obviously, you have. It seats like 55,000 people. I want something that seats a lot of people, and the reason it only sits 50 or 55 is because of all of the luxury suites
so
that
many.
they have for that money, that tech money that's out there. It's not the die-hard fan stadium.
They have a suite with a Top Golf simulator in
Yeah.
it. I got to go in
Pretty
it.
sweet,
Who
huh?
wants that?
Rich
like-
people.
What do you mean? Who wants that? That would be if you
wanna
were
go-
so wealthy and like, give me a sport that you don't really care about or something. Soccer.
Polo.
Ugh,
Yeah, soccer.
Gross.
Let's say someone invites you to a soccer game, or you could like buy a suite at a soccer game and have Topgolf in it. Yeah, of course.
Then I
Of
might
course,
go.
Of course, exactly.
But that's the thing, though,
I
is
think
like-
a lot of these people that are buying these aren't like diehard 49er football fans,
No,
and
they're
that's a
just-
shame. But that's why they do that stuff.
Yeah, they want rich people to, have things to do.
Yes.
By the way, best press box I've been to is there.
Oh, I'm
so
sure.
got that going for
I
them.
wonder
And they
if
give you beer
I was
after
gonna
the
say, I
games.
wonder. You think they still serve beer?
Yeah.
That is
Anchor
awesome.
Steam or
Yeah,
something?
Anchor
isn't it?
Steam.
That's a good beer.
It's actually really good. Yeah.
Anyways,
Check out Breckenridge Brewery.
of course, not as good as Breck Brew.
No.
So, the Broncos. If they're going to make an AFC championship this year, as history would tell us they are, they're going to need some serious breakout players. Players who maybe even we're not expecting to break out might need to break out.
Yeah.
But let's first define what
Yeah,
a breakout
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Because I think there are, like, someone responded to our tweet who should break out this year, and they said Pat Surtain. Very ineligible for a breakout.
That is actually the number one player that is ineligible
Yes.
in this. Also, someone that is extremely ineligible. I didn't even think anyone would say Pat Surtain. The person that I thought people were going to say, and then people said it, is Russell Wilson. In my opinion, and I'm pretty strong about this, so you guys are really going to have to push me off if you disagree, but Russell Wilson cannot break out. Russell Wilson has already broken out.
Yep.
Once you break out, you can regress and have like a bounce back season.
Yes.
You can't have multiple breakouts.
You only break out once.
See,
Russell
almost-
Wilson,
It's literally, think of the breakout as an egg. You
Can't go
hatch.
back in there.
You can't rehatch.
You can get back in the nest and then jump out of the nest again. But yeah, the egg is broken. I like that.
Better
That-
hope you
See,
have your
I-
wings if you jump out of the nest.
Oh, geez. Speaking of jumping out of nest, a bobblehead just
That-
tried to jump off the ledge.
Bad air, little guy
Was
passed
it
out.
Lakers bobblehead?
It was Avs. I can't see tipped over.
Oh,
but,
no, Ray Bork.
Is that Bork? Oh,
Oh,
no.
Ray
Damn, he
Bork.
tried to take out Kyle Freeland with him.
Wow.
See, I look at breakout as just like a tier change, or just like even Pat Surtain. It's like, yeah, best corner in the NFL. You can still go to Champ Bailey type season. Like that's
No.
you're breaking out of that level.
He had a Champ Bailey type season.
No, he
last.
didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I
No.
mean, Champ Bailey had, 10 interceptions or something in a season?
Yeah,
he had
more
1 year.
interceptions
Yeah.
than catches allowed.
But that wouldn't be a breakout. Breakout to me is you're off the radar, now you're on the radar.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can go with that.
So it has to be a player who is obviously known in Broncos country, but isn't known or talked about in national circles as a guy. Also, Zach, you have like a little fuzz ball on your
geez.
hair. There you go.
I got it.
Kinda.
Kind of. Well, now you got to help me out. Did I get it?
Give it make your fingers a little tighter when it comes up.
A little tighter. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, there you go. You
We
got it.
We got it. Thank you. Thank you.
fun.
yeah.
I wonder if that was being picked up on the camera.
I don't know.
You
That's
think
why
I'll
I
be
said
made
it
a-
because I
Think
didn't
I'll be
want
made a meme of.
I didn't want someone to be
Wow.
like I didn't want you to later be like, bro, you didn't tell me about this.
And this is our our first pod in a long time where we don't have our TV to see ourselves, and then that means we don't see
Yep.
comments, and so I could be sitting here looking ridiculous.
Yeah,
You'd have no
got
idea.
your back, bro.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Okay. So we have established what breakouts are.
I like how we established what a breakout is. It's just what Ryan said.
We did, didn't
but
we?
Well, you agreed with me the whole time.
I
So
agree with you, Ryan. I agree with you.
this is just like the power rankings. Like
Yeah,
if it's
that's
2 on 1.
2 and 1.
Yep.
Yeah, we just move forward. You're right. Yep.
It's a vote.
Oh, we got our comments back. Let's go. Hey, everyone.
We got to catch up.
So then, should we go through?
Hey, nobody's being mean.
I guess we don't have to go through who's ineligible. But yeah,
Pat's ineligible.
Justin,
Russ is ineligible.
Russ.
Justin's ineligible.
I mean,
I think that's
even like Javante's probably ineligible.
So
right?
no. Jerry is definitely eligible.
But, I
The
thought
thing-
like nationally people didn't need to know about him.
See, yeah, that's the tough thing about Jerry and like
no one
draft
calls him like a
status.
star though.
I do.
So it's not knowing him, literally knowing his name. It's knowing him as
It's a good counter
a great
from Hank.
player.
But if he became a Pro Bowler this year, everyone would say like Jerry Jeudy finally broke out.
Yeah, I agree. I think as a player, he can break out. As a name, I don't think he can really break
No,
out. But
he's
we're going by the player. So then I got an interesting one for you. Courtland Sutton. You said if he becomes a Pro Bowler, then he's breaking out. Courtland Sutton
Ineligible.
was a Pro Bowler. So you're going to say he's ineligible?
What I mean, like he's had an 1,100-yard season. So what would he have to have? 1,500?
I think he would
Yeah.
be very, very different than Russ, but I think his will be a bounce back season.
Yep, I agree.
Even if he did get to like 1,500,
Yeah, that's
because that's not bounce back because he was never there.
Well,
He's
if you think
just-
it's like
It's a bounce pass.
he's
it's
just,
like he bounced and then he bounced high. It was a really super bouncy
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, it's-
So he bounced higher than the
he
dropping
bounced
point.
off
So it's like a bounce better.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Still not a breakout.
I just think once you're a Pro Bowler, you can't break out, regardless of
agree.
like how you like Trevor Simeon. He can't break out. He's all right. He's a Pro Bowler.
I don't
Even
know
if you're
what we're
the
doing.
47th alternate.
To be fair, Courtland Sutton was an alternate.
Oh,
Does that mean that he wasn't a real Pro Bowler in the way of he's
I kind of
broken
think
out?
so. Yeah, but the reason why I want to make Courtland ineligible is because his peak is already so high that if you make him eligible for a breakout season, then you would have to choose it because that means 1,500 yards. So like you can't turn down 1,500 yards from Courtland Sutton. You're picking that in your
Sure.
options.
No, it makes sense. And just the crazy thing about Courtland is you think about it and you absolutely think just initially like, yeah, he can break out. But it's because why you think that's because his breakout was so many years ago now. I mean, we're talking about what, 2020, 2021, 2020, 3 years since his breakout season. So that's typically you don't see that from a player.
Someone in the comments said the fuzz is still there. I'm not seeing it.
I think that's just his hair.
I think they're
Yeah,
trolling you.
I'm not seeing it either. Man, I don't see it. That's just my hair.
We're good. Your hair's got some good shine on camera.
Thank you.
does
Thank
look good
you.
on
It's
camera.
because I showered.
So
Okay.
I showered more recently than you. I guarantee it.
Yeah, you probably did. I
both
mean,
showered
you're,
more recently
You're
than me,
getting
that's
in
for
the
sure.
shower when I'm like halfway here, and I would be late.
I got in the shower at 9:20 today.
Yeah.
I got in the
yeah.
shower before the Nuggets game yesterday.
No
Oh,
wonder that smell.
Oh,
Wow. No.
I can tell you, I was definitely sweating then.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't. I was
Really?
cool, calm, and collected all the way through.
Man.
I never had a doubt.
I
I was
was-
disappointed when they were down 10. They were like plus 125 to win. I was
I
like,
was
well,
like chest
didn't even
bumping
make a bet.
guys with giant gauges in their ears. I was going crazy.
that sounds dangerous. Those things will flop around and might just fly right out.
Could have.
Wow. I'm always worried that that's gonna get stuck on something and rip
Oh.
their ear
Oh,
out.
bro.
I know.
I've thought that, yeah. I try to avoid that.
Or like girls with really big hoop earrings.
Just a bad idea.
Yeah, that's
scary.
dangerous.
Yeah.
It just- yeah.
I would think I would be just too
Alyssa,
afraid
do
to
you
do that
get
myself.
anxiety if you're wearing giant hoop earrings? Like, what if this catches on something?
Oh yeah, and I've done it before.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I don't know. I could never put a hole in me. Or not even a tattoo. Anything with needles, it's just like, I don't need it.
I want a tattoo.
Do you faint from shots?
No.
Sounds like you might have in the past.
I mean, I've never fainted. I'll say like I don't enjoy it. Like I definitely like. There's some people who just like watch. I look the other way.
So you're not signing up for Botox soon, where it's like
Oh hell no.
tons of shots in your face.
No.
I the last time I got a shot, the person was like, "All right, look the other way. This might pinch a little," and then they like walked away, and I was like, "Did you already do it?" They're like, yeah. I was like, oh.
Wow.
That's amazing. Well, one of the more recent shots that I got was they did like the 3, 2, 1, but they poked me on 2. I thought they were treating me like a kid. Like I was just like,
Wow.
I'm not ready for it. But I wasn't like that. But it made me feel like a kid.
All right, so let's get to our breakout candidates.
After
but first,
I tell you about our friends over at Fubo TV, productive first segment, I would say. We established what a breakout
Yes,
candidate
we got
is.
something done.
I think we'll still have some debates as we go through this, so that'll be fun. But you got to check out our friends over at Fubo TV. You want to catch the Nuggets. You want to catch the Avs when they're back in action, the Rockies, the Broncos when they're back. Fubo TV's got you covered. Check them out. Go to FuboTV.com/DNVR. You're going to get 15% off when you sign up, or you can just scan the QR code on our screen if you're watching on YouTube. But Fubo TV is the service to get. Over 140 channels, and you can get it on your TV. You can get it directly on your phone. You can get it wherever, and it's just the best out there. So check them out, FuboTV.com/DNVR for 15% off.
And you can go to Backus and Schenker to help you if something horrible happens. You know the things: get hit by a car, get hit by a truck, get hit by a falling bobblehead.
you're getting a shot and the doctor trips and accidentally stabs you.
Oh yeah, and it goes into the bone, and so your
or-
bone just kind of like splinters.
Or it goes into your ear and then rips through
Oh
your
my
ear.
God.
Oh yeah.
Down.
Oh yeah. If you're wearing like
Yeah.
gauges or those hoop earrings,
Yeah.
and you're walking through like a haunted house,
Yeah.
they've got like a bunch of like dangly things. You know how things always hang from the ceiling,
Yeah.
and something like your ear gets hooked on one of the dangly things,
Yeah.
and it's
Wow.
like, oh, there it goes, and your ear comes off.
Haunted house could definitely be a place where Backus and Schenker
Oh
get
yeah.
some calls from.
Yeah.
Haunted house, top 10 worst places to wear hoop earrings.
Oh
Probably.
my god!
So many things
Could you
dangling.
imagine a chainsaw just ripping through
Oh,
it?
my
Oh, I mean, yeah, that would be rough.
They don't have
Yeah.
real chainsaws there, just so you know.
I don't know. I've been
Yeah.
to one. It had a motor. I'll tell you that.
I get
I'm
away
sure
from
it
them.
did, but not a chain.
We've talked about this. There's got to be some murders that happen, like occasionally.
That's what I would do.
in haunted houses.
Don't give murderers any ideas.
That's true. That's true.
Wow.
Like a cornfield, and you just drag them in the
Wow.
corn.
Shout out to any murderers out there. We got your back.
No,
chances
we
that-
don't
And-
have your back.
And if you get murdered, you know who
don't.
has
no,
your back?
not a shout out.
Shout out to everybody getting murdered then. Call Backus and Schenker if you get
More
murdered.
so.
222-2222, and they will help you sue. There's no fees until they win your case, which is an awesome way to do it. They've won over $1 billion for Coloradans. They've got offices all over the state, 30 lawyers. So like I said, call 222-2222 to find out if you have a case for free.
I wonder if the odds say that based on our audience, the chances are that there's at least one murderer listening.
Like in their life, or like fresh off a murder.
No, like in their life.
It's still bloody.
Boy, I mean, of
not
all
funny.
time, or in this show.
Currently.
Currently,
Well, no, at some point we'll hear this.
probably.
Yeah, I think the
Like a
odds
lot
say
of people
yes.
die, and I imagine a lot of people die from other people.
Anyways,
You were the
breakouts.
one to ask.
I know.
the
I didn't want to
question.
think about it anymore.
Should we start do offense, then do defense, then kind of pick one at the end?
Sure.
Okay.
So, Henry, please nominate your offensive breakout candidate of the year for 2023.
So
and the way
it's
that you
tough.
want this is like best case, in my opinion, this would be the best for the Broncos
Yeah.
if this guy broke out.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just like, you could go 15 different ways, and the gap between the first and 15th is so slim. Like, to me,
I think I disagree, but I want to hear
Really?
your argument. Yeah.
I might go. I mean, like every name jumps out. I've been super hyped about Alex Palsevsky.
What?
He's the tackle they signed, gave a whole
gotta
bunch of
be
money to.
freaking
All-American
kidding me.
tackle who's undrafted. 6-year starter at Illinois, still 23.
6-year starter?
6-year starter. I think maybe only one time All-American, hasn't given up a sack in like 800 pass blocking attempts. Like if he
Me and
pops
Zach are
off,
6-year starters on this podcast.
yeah, and he's only 23.
That's wild.
crazy.
Yeah, no, it is
17-year-old
crazy.
playing ball.
So I'm super hyped about him. So I'll
I
throw
can't
that
believe you
name out
just
there.
said that. That's
What-
so
what-
awesome.
Well, I'm saying,
What does that mean for him though?
It means he became a starter for sure.
like I
Because
think
it's not like we're saying any player we get to choose instantly becomes a Pro Bowler. There's levels on who you choose.
Yeah,
right?
it means so what position does he play? Guard?
Left tackle.
Okay, left tackle. It means he outplayed Garrett Bowles to such a degree in training camp that he became the starting left tackle.
And then you save all that money next year moving on from Garrett
And
Bowles.
he has to be good at it. Like, he doesn't have to be a Pro Bowler, but he definitely has to be good because, like, he couldn't suck and everyone would be like, wow, this guy really broke out this year.
Right,
So
right,
wait.
right.
He doesn't just become like a star then. Because that's how I looked at it.
I
The
think
first time
there's-
was like there's levels. So you jump up like a level if you break out.
I just don't
I think there's levels in terms because otherwise you're right. Then we should just pick absolute no names and say, well, wouldn't that be great if
Palczewski, you'll know.
I guess in this case, it'd be great if Alex Forsythe broke out and became.
To me, they're
Pro
definitely
Bowler.
good. They're definitely good. You can't be bad and
Okay.
to break out, but the lower you are,
Yes.
the less high you have to get to break out.
You take like 5 steps, however you want to view it. And Jerry Jeudy's at step 4. He gets to step 9, whereas Pilevsky's at step 0 right now. He gets to step 5, which is a starter.
What's the
Okay.
guy's name again?
Alex Palczewski.
Palczewski?
Showski, there's some
Palczewski?
debate.
He's
Okay.
Polish.
At some point, yes.
I believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. The number of times my computers tried to autocorrect Polish to Polish.
Yeah, I bet. So is that really who you're going with?
Well, I mean,
Why are
now
you
that we're
typing
changing the rules, because let's see.
I guess you could say that guy needs to polish his route running.
That was Taylor Grimes, slot receiver. It's very polished.
Okay.
More than 3,000 almost 3,000 receiving yards, 30 touchdowns.
Didn't want to say he's very Polish.
No. Could be. Less likely than Palczewski, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so now that we're changing it.
It's not changing it. It's just like
Well, now that I know what we're doing. There we go. Okay.
Welcome.
Lloyd Cushenberry? Like contract year, it's probably not the best value because then you got to pay him.
Yep. But Lloyd Cushenberry breaking out would mean strong starter.
He'd be a Pro Bowler.
He'd be a Pro Bowler, I think. Going from a constant starter to a Pro Bowler would be breakout.
I feel like I'm searching for somebody medium good. How about KJ? No, also contract year.
Damn, the thing about KJ is if he broke out, that truly might be the best case for the offense. With the injury, I just can't even get over that.
What's
to
his
say
career
that
high in receiving yards?
It would have been his rookie season.
Like 3 something.
Yeah.
So would he even be a Pro
about
Bowler in
just
that
Jerry?
case?
Okay, so Jerry was gonna be my pick.
Jerry
Yeah.
was going to be my
Well, there we
pick.
go.
Okay, well I thought we were all gonna go different ways, which would have been fun.
I think we
There's
will
one
on,
clear
I think we
option.
will on defense.
Okay, but I will nominate someone else. First of all, let's talk a little bit about Jerry.
Really?
Jerry becomes a Pro Bowl wide receiver, well over 1,000 yards, and is established now as a star because he already he has star power just in his name and draft position, and he's basically on the bust fence right now. Like, if he doesn't break out this season, people are going to say he was a bust. If he does break out this season, he's a star, and everyone's basically just waiting for it. Like ESPN would love to anoint Jerry Jeudy as a star. So it would be huge for the Broncos and mean they have a legitimate passing game, which would also be huge for the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, you just took the words out of my mouth why I would go with Jerry as well. Here's a case for going with someone else, though. Can it be a rookie?
No.
A rookie can't break out.
Well, no wonder we all got to Jerry.
I mean, yeah,
all these rules, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess. Sure.
Because I could make the argument that Marvin Mims, if he has 1,000 yards this year, that's a breakout for the
just no one would say it.
63rd overall pick.
I understand that you think I'm putting too many parameters on it, but no one would say that. No one would be like, wow, really big breakout season for Marvin Mims. They would just be like, oh, he's
broke
good.
out as a rookie.
Okay, so you're not going to make the case, or you're not going to let me choose Marvin Mims.
No,
I'm
do
kinda,
it. No,
I'm kinda
no.
leaning. I'm kind of leaning with Henry now. Jeez, so many
I'm
rules.
gonna
So
allow,
it's Jerry or Javante or Dulcich.
I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it.
I understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah,
about a
I'm gonna
rookie.
allow it. I'm just explaining why I
Sure.
thought the answer should be
Okay.
no.
And I agree with that. I'll make the case that he can be a breakout, being the 63rd overall
And
pick.
I guess what Henry said could kind of be like Marvin Mims broke
breakout
out
rookie
as a
season,
rookie
yeah.
and went for 1,100. I guess I can hear someone saying that.
And it's not crazy to think that he could go for 1,100 yards. Sean Payton has had 4.
I would probably say he bursts onto the scene.
Oh.
Sean has had 4 rookie receivers go for 1,000 yards in his career, and Sean has no allegiance to any of these other receivers. So even though
crazy, it's not common.
It is. No, it's not common at all. And only one of those guys was a first-round pick in Brandon Cooks. The others, Michael Thomas, second-round pick. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. I believe a 6th or 7th-round pick. And then you had an undrafted guy, I believe, as well. Wow. Go for 1,000 yards.
Be cool to know their names.
Read our roundtables coming up because I've got those names in there. But it's very possible. And
Zach's
Marvin
already
Mims,
written the roundtable for the last one before the season starts.
I know, it's driving me nuts that you guys won't help me brainstorm like 7 weeks out. But I realize that that's on me.
He has to do this stuff so he can take 47-minute showers.
He's already given his takes on like the week 7 game.
Yes, I'm just hoping everything goes to the script that I think I got, and we'll be good. But I think it can legitimately be Marvin Mims, and here's why it could be better than Jerry. Is one, you hit on your draft pick. Then you have a legit number 1 receiver, and I think Jerry's floor right now is a good number 2 receiver, and that's his absolute floor. That's worst case scenario. Jerry's a good number 2 receiver. Boom. There's your number 1. There's your number 2. I think Jerry is already a number 1. I think what Jerry can do is jump up to be a great number 1 and an elite receiver in the NFL. But if Marvin Mims takes that breakout year this year as a rookie, then you're set at the receiver position where you have so many questions right now. And then if Court or Tim come to play, then that's great. You got a good number 3. If not, move on from both of them after this year and you save a ton of money. Then you can go get another receiver. But I just think then you have 2 solidified receivers.
You've actually convinced me that that's better.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Marvin Mims breaking out this year, despite us having to bend the rules to allow it, is better than Jerry Jeudy.
What is a breakout for a 2nd-round pick, though? Because you'd still gain more from Jerry if he breaks out.
You're getting more, yes. But I think cumulatively, you would get more if, kind of what Zach was saying, like, we already know what Jerry's floor kind of looks like. So if you got 950 yards from Jerry, basically he just stayed on the same path, and you got 1,000 yards from Mims, then you got 2,000 between those two guys.
Yeah.
Whereas
1,400
right now
for Jerry, you still need to bet on 600 from a rookie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And now you have 2 really good players.
Right. And you still have Jerry going into an affordable year next year, only making $12 million. So that's where I would go. Could you guys make the case for Tim?
Yeah. I would not choose him next, though.
He's older.
Yeah.
Just the amount of time you get to benefit.
This one might actually be the best one.
Oh.
Whoa.
Javonte Williams.
Because he's healthy.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
And that's kind of like with KJ. It's hard for me to even think about that going in. But I agree. He probably would be the best.
Yeah, because it means Sean Payton wasn't lying. He's out there for the first day of training camp. He comes back, and how many yards did he have as a rookie?
800?
So he has like 1,200 this year.
Yep.
That's probably the best case scenario for the Broncos.
It definitely is. And because we know that Sean, at least I believe that Sean wants to run the ball maybe more than any other team in the NFL and really base the Broncos offense on that. If you don't have Javonte and you're struggling with Tony Jones Jr. and Samaje Perine, then that's going to be really tough to do. But if you have Javonte and you're able to do that, man, that would just mean huge things for this offense.
I'm annoyed about the way Henry said,
I mean, that is,
903 yards.
I feel like
for
we
a
do that
rookie.
whenever we have one of those. There's always the twister. It's like, because, you know? It's like,
it was just condescending.
I was going to say.
no, not
if it was legitimate,
No. It wasn't condescending.
like if it was normal, you'd have been like,
I just need to get it out there. I have a growing hatred of Tony Jones Jr.
Yeah, you were
Why?
even saying it before the pod
Yeah.
started.
Like,
Also, is that him on the left? Or is that Cam Jordan? In the picture on Google.
well, unless Tony Jones Jr. was ever a captain of the Saints, that's Cam
why
Jordan.
I think that's just Cam Jordan.
Yeah. And it's like, he doesn't deserve it. It's just like
The hate or the captain?
I mean, both. but it's one of those things where like he's kind of done nothing, and he might get a job over somebody who just like we don't know. And that just pains me. As I'm going through, like, I'm doing the 53-man roster thing, it's like, I know in my projection, I have to project that Tony Jones makes it.
Yes.
Like, you just have to project that.
Yes.
But it's like, could you really justify him over Tyler Beatty? It's like 2 touches, 24 yards, and a touchdown.
Okay.
I'd take that wild card over just, we know he's not good.
I have a growing hatred in the past 17 seconds
Wow.
for your hatred for Tony Jones Jr. And the hatred's not for your hatred of him. The hatred's for your explanation of that. You're saying you don't like that Tony Jones, who's done nothing, is going to get a job over someone else who's done nothing.
But
Who's
we
done-
don't have any sample size
Exactly.
to know what they might do.
So then what you're
Exactly.
saying is Tony Jones is bad, and he's going to get an
Tony
opportunity
Jones Jr.
Exactly.
over someone that did I say that? Over someone that hasn't done anything.
If his
Exactly.
name was hyphenated Jones Junes, he would be my favorite player. I love how Henry, like, just when his mind wanders, just sits there and he's like, God damn it, Tony Jones is gonna make this roster.
It pisses me off.
When I'm just sitting there, I'm like, what meme can I make to like piss off Lakers fans today?
You had some good ones too.
Thank you.
Well, I didn't see any memes. Did you have a meme?
I did have a meme.
You had a meme.
I took LeBron fumbling the dunk, and actually, Allie helped me with this. Shout out to Allie. We put a W on the ball, so he fumbled the dub.
Yep. That man, that was tough for LeBron, especially at the end of the game when you're like, oh, it could have been a 1-possession game at the end.
Yep, those automatic 2 points would have been cool.
Yeah. Instead of trying to do what was he even
Reverse,
trying
like,
to
rock the cradle?
Yeah. And then it was just very embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
Especially away, like
know.
with the road crowd.
He probably felt after that like I feel when it takes me now 17 minutes to get out of the house. Like, damn, I've lost a step.
Wow, you really have. Man, I'm feeling good. 17-minute shower. I'm like, damn, that was quick.
Also, another thing that I'm realizing these days, eating spicy food 3 meals a day for the last 20 years of my life is not working out well for me in my 30s.
no.
It's catching up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's done some things to my insides.
Well, maybe
no.
change spicy for breakfast for a bowl of cereal. It's probably hard to make that spicy.
I love cereal.
Yeah. I haven't had a bowl of cereal in a minute.
I know,
That is a
neither have I.
great way to start a day.
The thing
Gotta
is, it's
have a
just
bowl.
so
Gotta
bad
have
for you.
cereal.
What?
It's just so bad for you. Or it sucks.
Friday.
it
It is. Yeah.
Wait, was that part of that song?
Yeah.
I've only heard the
Do you
Friday
know it?
part.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
Whoa.
low-key
7
a
a.m.
bar.
Waking up in the morning. Gotta
Oh, yeah.
get dressed. Gotta go downstairs. Gotta have a bowl. Gotta have cereal.
What? It's about cereal?
Oh, I've probably listened to it thousands of times.
Hold up. Let her
Every
cook.
Friday?
Yeah. You know what? I should get into a
Wow.
routine.
I know, you can like set your
Gotta
alarm
have a
so
bowl.
it'll just like play that
Yeah.
song like
Gotta
7
have
a.m.
a bowl, gotta have cereal is an absolute bar.
Are those? Is
that
that
mean
one
cool
thing, or are you
again?
doing 2 different things?
So could a bar be a bar?
No. A
bar of
bar
what?
is a line in a song, like, or
Oh.
a thing that someone says that's kind of like a line in a song.
Oh.
Oh, Reese's
I'm
Puffs. I love
confused.
Reese's
Like a
Puffs.
good rapper, you'd be like, oh, they have bars.
A good rapper would have bars.
Yeah.
Meaning
Yeah.
they have like lines.
Good
Like
lines
lyrics.
in the song.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
So Rebecca Black's got bars.
Is that? I thought it was Carly Rae Jepsen. What,
think it's
which one
Rebecca
does she?
Black.
Yeah, you're right. But which one
She
does
had
she
the-
She
have?
has another one.
Oh, hey, I just met you.
Yeah.
and this
Yeah,
is crazy.
yeah.
That's
Boy,
same
they do
time.
same bop.
time.
Yeah,
Same song, really.
exactly.
Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Those are so good.
Gotta
Are
have a bowl.
Frosted Flakes a dessert cereal?
Yes.
See, that's the thing though. Is like all
It's
the good
just-
ones are
That one kind
basically.
of toes the line.
What? It is literally like crystallized sugar.
Yeah.
just-
You're right.
but
it
so
seems
is Captain Crunch, and so is
Yeah,
Reese's
they're
Pieces.
all-
Captain
So,
Crunch definitely is dessert. So is Reese's.
I bet you Frosted
Pieces.
Flakes has more sugar than Captain Crunch.
You're probably right.
Probably,
Yeah.
but they're all like.
I'm not gonna make the case it's not.
Listen,
Like, yeah, I bet Bill
Cinnamon
Gates
Toast
has
Crunch
more
is
money
the
than Elon
goat,
Musk.
and I don't really think there's even a close second.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Like Frosted
Yeah, it's
Flakes.
good.
Like it's like 3 different cereals. Because at first you get like the really crunchy ones, and it's like, oh my god, and then they start to get like into their natural state, and you're just like, oh my goodness, and then even the soggy ones at the end when you're just like, addicted to the sugar at that
7-minute
point.
soak.
Oh, it's so freaking
soak,
good.
Yes.
Oh.
You know, maybe the best cereal that's ever been around. It was a limited
This is
edition.
going to be a bad take.
It was no, that's a good take.
There's a reason it's not still around.
I don't know why it's not still around. This thing had to be selling like crazy. It was Fruit Loops. They did a marshmallow edition where it was Fruit Loops with marshmallow pieces. So it was like Lucky Charms, but you didn't have the little, graham
Right.
plastic or cardboard pieces.
Right.
You had Fruit Loops instead.
Right. The part that isn't Lucky Charms of Lucky Charms is terrible.
Yes, it's awful. Yes.
I don't know. I grew to like it. Maybe it's just because the excitement for the others. But you sometimes just have those and you're just like, oh, I'll eat this.
It's kind of like
excitement.
cheese and crackers. Like if you don't have the cheese, you're just eating crackers.
And that's
That's why you have to get
fair.
good crackers.
What are the best crackers?
The Water Crisps.
no.
What?
Those are the worst crackers.
They're the best crackers. I would eat those on their own.
Honestly, I really appreciate just a good old saltine.
A
Oh my
saltine.
We were sitting in the airport coming back from Wyoming, and Lexi said, "Oh, I've got to go get a plain snack." And so I said, "Oh, you're getting a saltine?"
Oh, wow.
She
That's
thought
a
that
good
was
one.
so dumb. She actually was upset. She's like, "Oh my goodness."
It's an incredible
So-
joke.
Okay, this is a little bit longer one, but this made her even more upset yesterday. If like legitimately, as she should be. Like I feel bad.
Oh, no.
But
Maybe this is something you don't admit?
so I've been looking through my closet, and so
jeez.
I've got like 4 Nuggets jerseys. And I've been wearing that Jokic one a lot. The other, like, there's an Emmanuel Mudiay in there. Like, I don't want a throwback jersey because, like, I'm repping the current Nuggets. So I was
Yeah.
like, I need to go get one. I've gone to the team store a couple times, always sold out. Only had one in my size. It was Vlatko. And I was like, well, okay, we're gonna do this. We're getting the Vlatko jersey. I love
Wow.
Vlatko. Wouldn't have been my first thought. As I'm going up there, there's a whole rack of Nikola Jokic jerseys. And I was like, oh my goodness, just perfect. So I go over there. They have my size, and so I buy it. I wear it to the bar, and she said, "Oh, is that the jersey I bought you?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "No, I think that is the one." I was like, "No, I just bought this today." And she was like, "No, I got you that exact jersey for Christmas 2 years ago." And I was like, "Oh." Yeah.
No
I've been
way.
looking through my closet. Like, I checked my jersey. Like, I have all my jerseys together. I don't know where it could be. And so I
So you
totally
lost
forgot I
it.
even had it.
Did you lose it?
So you
Apparently.
lost it, and then you bought it again for yourself, and
Yeah.
you were excited
You
about
would have
it.
been fine if you had just said, yeah,
Yes.
this is the one you
sh-
got me.
But had I known tactically, yes. But yeah, and so that turned. She was like, "Well, you didn't even like the present." I was like, "Of course, I just bought. Obviously,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
liked
you
it.
used your
that you
own
really
money to
liked
Obviously,
replace
I
it.
liked
Yeah,
it. Yes.
yeah.
I was well, $100. I liked it so much. Yeah. So that was a long story.
Wow, that's wild.
The saltine story was way better.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. Defensive breakout?
So did we decide? Have we gone through all the offense?
Like you could go like Quinn Miners.
Yeah, for
No, you
me,
couldn't.
offensive line, I just don't think it's as valuable.
Yeah.
In order for those guys to take the step up.
If you could pick the offensive line, you would
Sure,
pick that. but-
absolutely.
Okay.
That without a doubt, you would pick the offensive line. You mentioned Greg Dulcich. Is there a case
No.
there? No.
I mean, again, if we're tight ends are not worth what receivers are worth. Like it's just a value thing.
Yeah, and it's very true. And a value thing. Speaking of like getting just the best at a reasonable cost, Breck Brew. That's it.
Hell
I
yeah.
mean, it's the best beer out there. It's the official beer of DNVR. It's of course in our bar. It's everywhere in our bar. It's on our set right now too. The Avalanche Amber Ale. Today it is a smoky, fiery day. Is that Avalanche Amber? Is that
And
vanilla
some
porter
smoked
junior?
wings. So you need to pair the beer with some of those.
You can
Yeah.
actually go to the farmhouse, and they have Vanilla Porter Jr.
yes.
brined smoke wings.
Oh, see, that's
Man.
perfect.
That's what you do. I think it's a little rainy this weekend too. Go into the farmhouse. Check out the farmhouse. Great place. Like
Is it
you
really
said,
going to be rainy all weekend?
not only the beers, but I don't think tomorrow. Not only the beers, but the
Internet
food
says
is
partly
delicious.
cloudy.
Partly cloudy.
79 on Monday.
There we go. Okay.
baby.
Okay,
We're
so
back starting next
today-
week.
Today is the day you go to the farmhouse because
Yep.
it's raining.
Farmhouse
today.
Friday.
Farmhouse Friday. There
Friday.
you go. So check out breckbrew.com to find out all the beers and where you can find them. Breckenridge Brewery. It's the official beer of DNVR.
There's a place down the street from here that has fried rice Friday. And like I enjoy fried rice, but for
love
some
fried
reason,
rice.
just like them calling it that makes me want it.
It's not
Good
like any
job by
better
them.
on Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think they just have a deal on it. But they advertised it and it just worked on me. Like, I'm definitely having that for lunch.
Every time we get like some Chinese food, we always get like some fried rice because it's what you do.
Yeah.
And every time I get, I'm like, oh, I should just get fried rice for lunch sometime. It's a really great meal.
Yeah.
Do
I
it with,
never do it.
with me and Jake after the Buff show.
Wow.
Man, and when I go and get Chinese food, the fried rice always looks good, but I can't get that as my main.
Exactly.
you
It feels
know?
wrong. It's rice.
Unless it's lunch. That would be a great lunch.
Yep, it would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might be a fried rice guy.
Speaking of like something Friday, Breck Brew Friday.
Breck Brew Friday.
Breck Brew
of course.
Friday.
Farmhouse Friday.
Yep, Farmhouse Friday. There we go.
Also, Game Time Friday.
Yeah.
Because the Rocky. So, here's a weird thing
Rockies
about the Rockies.
11-5 in their last 16.
So I was just
Good.
going through like all of the bets I've made, like futures bets. I've got like plus 950 on the Heat to win the East, which I'm hyped about. But then there's also like a bunch of different Nuggets type things. But there's one that's the Nuggets to win the championship and the Rockies to win 66 games. And I must have put in like, and the Avs to win tonight and like whatever else, because it's like a good amount of money on that. So there's a real chance that I'm just going to be living and
biggest
dying by
Rockies
every
fan.
Rockies game the rest of the way. Right now they're on pace for like 69.9 wins.
Wow, you're set.
Nice. Yeah. I didn't round to 70 on purpose.
While we're talking about betting, I would just like to inform the public that Andre Simone and I on DNVR Bets in the Nuggets-Lakers series are 14-0 with 2 SGP wins.
Wow.
Wow. That isn't. So how many units is that?
I haven't counted, but it's a
Oh
lot.
my gosh. Well, I need to know the play for tomorrow. Do you have it yet?
You just have to listen in to DNVR Bets today.
We got one today?
Yeah,
Right
I
on.
think.
It turns out the Rockies are not in town, but if you want to go on Monday when it's 79 degrees
Ooh,
and you have
pretty nice.
$3 to spare,
Game Time
then head on over to Game Time.
$3.
And if that's
But
all
there
too
also be
expensive,
a Nuggets game that night, so
perfect. Then go Tuesday when it's only $2.
there you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
there you go.
God,
$2
got to
Tuesdays.
be kidding.
Also, just looking like apparently Ed Sheeran still around, touring
Still
August.
around.
You
Yeah,
can go
of course
for
he's around.
$35.
$35.
Yeah, if you want to go
Wow.
see Ed Sheeran.
Damn, what a
I
fall from grace.
Personally, I don't.
maybe, yeah. I shouldn't have.
$194 to see George Strait, but that's because it just hits such a wide range.
George Strait's in town this weekend?
June 24th.
I couldn't
That's
tell you.
not
I'm just looking at the
couldn't tell
big
you what he
things.
sings.
Give it a
Shania
guess.
Twain,
What, John Country?
Yes.
But
Old
I saw him
Dominion.
wearing cowboy hats, so
Okay,
it's
yeah,
even
that's
cheating.
Pretty easy.
Franco
Yeah.
Also,
Escamilla.
like George Strait only really makes it as
My
a name.
guy.
Your guy, June 6th,
Quinn
$70 at
92.
Red Rocks. If you want to go see Quinn 92 at Red Rocks.
Damn.
Every
wonder
time
who
I
he's
say,
with.
which it should be easy for me since I too was born in
Yeah,
'92.
yeah.
Every time I think of it, I just think of a different number. I'm like, Quinn 78.
Some of my friends troll me like that with
Oh,
him. Yeah.
damn.
Say that exact thing.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You
I guess
can-
all my friends think alike.
Damn, cheapest Broncos tickets right now, $70 for the Browns game.
Not bad.
Late November game for
Yeah.
$70. That, I mean, compared to last year, that's really expensive. But compared to like a good Broncos team, $70 for a late November game. I like that.
Hunter
Yeah.
said, I want insert Chinese food chain now.
Me too.
Just go to a local spot.
Oh,
It's risky.
No, it's not.
I guess maybe not here.
It's
There's
risky
so
in
many
Montana.
good local spots.
Yeah. I know of one in particular.
I know of multiple in particular.
There's no point in knowing multiple. You only need one.
There's
Just keep
no
going back.
chance that Chinatown Bistro is ever buying ads on this show. So that place is fire.
Well, if they aren't, Great Wall is a great
Off
spot.
Broadway.
It's kind of that way.
That's
know
not
Wall.
Broadway then. Okay, so yeah,
Good spot.
I need Chinese food.
I also need
Friday
Chinese food.
Friday.
If you
Going
need
down
to
the
go to
street.
an event, go to Game Time because you can get $20 off your first purchase with the code DNVR. There's no stress. Wait till the last minute. These Nuggets games, like I think Tuesday, the prices dropped like $100 the day of the game. So get Game Time, use that code, and go watch whatever you want to watch.
Okay, defense. Let's jump into defense where I think there are many enticing options. There's two for me.
There's one really clear one for me.
Oh, who?
Damn, you big Art Green guy too?
I loved him in the 70s.
Singer?
I don't know. Al Green.
Yeah.
Close
Oh,
enough.
yep. Yeah, it is close.
I will go with Damari Mathis.
That was one of my two.
If he breaks out, that means he became damn near a lockdown corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you have two of those, and now defense is easy.
Yep.
I agree. That was one of my two. Henry, do you have another one, or should I give my second?
Is it Baron Browning?
It is Baron.
Oh,
Browning. Yeah.
Because again, starter caliber. That means he jumps up to star caliber. Edge rusher, position value. There you go.
Yep, exactly. And position of value, we just hit both of them on defense, edge rusher and cornerback. If Baron Browning breaks out and he is a Pro Bowl type of player, that just helps that room so much, helps your defense so much, helps your secondary so much. And then it also gives you some clarity on what you need to do to solidify that room moving forward. And Randy Gregory, I wouldn't put him on here because just the injuries. Again, I'm just too afraid to put this on an injured guy. But Baron Browning, that would just be monster. And he's a guy who last year, at parts of the season, we thought he could be that guy, but just wasn't able to stay healthy enough to really show it. But I go, you'd be great with Damari or Baron.
I will say, Randy Gregory breaking out would be like a 15-sack season.
It would be monster.
Yeah.
That would be. Yeah, that is true. Also, if we're looking for some of the depth guys, Art Green really is sick. Like, there's a reason they gave him so much money to come to this team. Like, the most of any undrafted free agent. Like, he's a big corner, runs a 4.35 40. Like, you turn on the highlights, and you're like, holy shit. Yeah. Holy shit, how is this guy not drafted? How is he not? And then,
why
bang.
wasn't he?
Well, because it's like a 48-second highlight video. Yeah, and so that's kind of the issue is that he wasn't always that good, but then when he is good, like there's times he'll like cover a tight end and he'll have like the outside leverage, just like whatever. And there's one play where it's just an in break, just a little in route from inside. He just runs all the way in front of him, picks it off, and it's like the traits are unbelievable.
I was surprised he wasn't drafted.
Yeah, he should have been drafted for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm excited.
Give me some other dudes.
I mean, Jaquan McMillan was sick. Remember that game he had last year?
Yep.
Like, what if he kind of builds off that, gets rid of the couple times Keenan Allen beat him?
I love Henry being the champion of the undrafted guys.
Yeah.
It's a good position to take.
It is.
They've got some good ones. I'm doing the edge rushers later today. PJ Mustipher is like, he's big.
PJ Mustipher.
He was on my Madden team for a minute.
Yeah.
He had a good rookie minicamp, if that means anything.
I bet. Like, he's just so big.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way those guys can block him. The thing is, his path to the roster is like Mike Purcell. If they just say like, we're going to downgrade here. We know we're not getting any penetration here, but he can stand there if we need him to, and we'll save $3 million doing it. Like, that's his path. It seems unlikely, but he's another one.
Anyone else? I saw someone in the comment section say Zach Allen. To me, it just wouldn't be as big of a jump as you could have, because I think Zach Allen's pretty darn close to that Pro Bowl level already. He's not there yet, and I just think if you're getting a jump from him, you could probably get more from someone else.
What's his sack peak?
What is it, 6? Yeah.
6.
So that's probably 10 sacks.
I think that's 6.5.
Interior.
Yeah, which would be huge. I mean, he'd be great too. Caden Stearns. What about Caden Stearns as a breakout?
5.5 is his peak.
Caden Stearns would be a great breakout candidate. I thought of him for sure. The thing is, it's just positional value, right? Mm-hmm. But you would, if Caden Stearns breaks out, you probably have the best safety duo in the league.
Yeah.
For potentially a while.
But that's kind of why I picked Damari Mathis, because you're close to the best corner, if not the best corner duo in the league if he breaks out.
He does have the contract year thing, though.
Damari? No.
Oh, Caden Stearns.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. No.
That's true. And then are you going to pay 2 safeties? I mean, you're certainly not going to let Caden just walk.
No.
Tag him? And either
if he's that
trade
good,
or
that'd be awesome. He'd need to be really good.
You can move on from Justin Simmons after this season and save
you
money.
could. And, I mean, Caden is more of a free safety.
Are you really
going
to pay 2 safeties top-end money?
Probably not. That's why you maybe don't choose Caden Stearns for the breakout.
It's probably not a conversation that they're having, but if they are, I mean, that's great news for what it means for Caden. Really quick, speaking of Caden, Kareem Jackson was on...
K. Adams?
Up and Adams. And he was asked about his role with the team, and he said, why would it be any different? Now, I don't mind going and improving it, but yeah, I expect to be the guy. So
there was one
he also
report.
said he's pulling for the Lakers.
Yeah, he did. So who's pulling for the Lakers now?
Nick Benito.
Kareem Jackson.
Chris Harris Jr.,
Chris Harris Jr., who still wants to play. Well, I thought he had retired.
our guest on Buffs yesterday, Arden Walker.
Yep. I like how you started off with that right away
Yeah.
when he was on.
Had to disarm him a little.
Man, anyone else
I hope
that
not.
we know of?
I hope not. Not Russell Wilson.
Nope. Not Russ.
Not Marshall Manning.
Yeah, rocking the 15.
The Jokic jersey.
Yeah,
The same one that Lexi bought Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's where it went.
I wonder if Marshall's going to lose his and have to buy his own.
Wow.
Honestly,
Or is he more responsible than you?
I mean, definitely.
How old is he, 12-year-old Marshall?
it's just so awesome that Peyton Manning knows how to raise his children.
Yep. Raise him right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You're going to be a
Nuggets
hometown fan.
By the way, his wife is part owner of the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
And so Peyton was
Oh.
able to even overcome that.
Yep.
What a tough team to be a part
I
of.
know. Not
That's
a
just
great time to
embarrassing.
be a part owner of the
Especially
Memphis
now.
Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
I mean, so cool that Peyton's there.
Yeah.
And
for
Peyton
sure.
just wearing classic Peyton attire.
Peyton
tucked
was
in
getting
button
fired
down.
up at moments.
Good.
Yeah. He was like in a position where you could like see him in the background of a lot of
yeah,
plays.
yeah.
It's like, just he's got some good dad
That's what I'm
celebrations.
saying. He embraces the Colorado, and he has
Yeah.
since the moment he got here so well.
They go
Yeah.
to a lot of Nuggets games.
I would too.
I think
I would
so. There's
too.
a video of LeBron walking off the floor, and Peyton kind of just gives him. And I was just thinking, like, Peyton's like, yeah, I remember this feeling.
Oh God.
I remember when I didn't have it anymore.
Well, Peyton was never really in that spot where he didn't have it but was losing.
Yeah, he
Peyton-
was
Peyton-
in the middle of 2015.
Yeah, but this is like LeBron's at a different spot now in the Western Conference
Well, it's not
Finals.
exactly the same.
Oh, okay. He's just semi-relating.
He's just like, I remember when I was, metaphorically fumbling reverse dunks.
Man, first half against the Chiefs.
That was one of the most painful, just watch.
Especially because he gets the passing yards record
Yes.
in that game, and don't they stop and cheer for him?
Yes,
and, stuff?
and he was so mad.
Oh
He
God.
was so mad. Everything about it was bad. It was like a superhero movie, but like
Yep.
the ending, somehow the villain
Yep.
holds him down and just like chokes him out.
Oh, he's like.
But
one-
then turns out he didn't die.
yeah,
He comes back and wins the Super Bowl.
That really is true. You could make a movie out of that.
You could.
Disney special.
You could. I can't wait for the line in the Disney special when he comes into the huddle and they say Peyton fucking Manning.
Who says that? Manny Ramirez.
No, I think it was Ryan Harris who started it, but
yeah.
or maybe Tyler Columbus, but everyone just started echoing it. It's so awesome.
And it's like they would do something where it's like, oh, dog barks like right at the moment. Or he says the F word. Like, I don't even know what that is on a football field. Like ref blows his whistle.
That's awesome.
Oh man, that's really good. So we decided. It has been decided.
I
Oh,
decided.
now you have to choose between Jerry Jeudy and
Damari Mathis.
Damari Mathis.
Give me
You
Jerry.
have to pick Jerry.
You have to pick Jerry
never-
because of just how bad the offense is.
I still think that Marvin Mims or Javonte Williams might be a better option than Jerry.
I mean, I think it would be Javonte. If yeah. So you're right. And I'd pick Javonte in the end because you need offense. That's what this team needs the most is offense.
Exactly. And like the defensive ceiling difference, if Damari Mathis becomes a lockdown corner, isn't that much higher because the defense is already good.
Right. Exactly.
Whereas the offense was one of the worst offenses in modern history, or maybe the worst offense in modern history. And they have nothing but room for improvement. So if you were to get Javonte, 1,200-yard rusher, or Jerry Jeudy, 1,300-yard receiver, or Marvin Mims, 1,000-yard receiver, it means that this offense has gone up exponentially.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. And man, does this offense need it? What are you looking about, Tony Jones?
I'm seriously in a dark spot with Tony Jones.
Oh,
and
jeez.
I feel bad because he doesn't deserve it. It's just the position that he's put in where it's like he played for Sean Payton. And so like now he's here.
I would
But
pay
he's
good
done-
money to see Tony Jones' reaction if he would just happen to tune into this show.
I
And you're
know.
just like, I just have this like boiling hate for Tony Jones.
I know.
And he's
And
just
I,
like, what the
and I hate that I do. But like the truth is, like, he does not deserve this feeling that I have, but it just feels like Julian McLaughlin, he's so sick. He's so fast. Just a home run hitter. And if he doesn't make the team, like Tony Jones, 13 yards as a rookie, 142 in his second year, 2.6 yards per carry. And then 24 last year.
Sean Payton I don't think Sean Payton is a guy who's going to be like, oh, I know this guy, even though he's not worth much to me. And this guy's really exciting. I'm going to keep the guy I know better. Like, to me, it's full on whoever the best player is and whoever can do most for the team is going to make it.
I agree. I just think that,
I think you get a little boost.
like, it's Jaleel McLaughlin, it's Jaquez Patrick, it's Tyler Beatty. It's like, it's not like you have guys where it's like, well, here it is. Like, that's with little Jordan Humphrey. It's like, you're not making the roster. Like, there's just no room for you on this roster. But with Tony Jones Jr., I don't know. I'm curious what these running backs are going to look like.
What's Tony Jones' size?
5'11", 224.
Woo, big boy. And he's small compared to Samaje.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man. Should we dive in some comments?
Yeah.
Got some on the website. The first one coming in from the Count says, what's your favorite version? History Hank, Cranky in all caps Hank, Roller Coaster Hank, Big Hank on campus. Love the Count. Well, I haven't seen Big Hank on campus
That's
yet.
true.
So
I go
what
Cranky
are the
Hank.
options?
History Hank,
Okay.
Cranky Hank, Roller Coaster Hank, or Big Hank on campus.
I'm going to go History Hank.
Wow.
I'm going to go Roller Coaster Hank because you keep me on my toes.
Okay. I like Cranky Hank.
No, you don't.
That's when I have the most fun.
No one else chose that for a reason.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you like Cranky Hank.
Or what would Lexi's version of you be?
Dumb.
Losing
Dumb
Hank,
Hank.
forgetful Hank, rude Hank.
I'll never
because
forget when we were in London and Henry had a pill bottle that had a child lock on it. And he just didn't say anything, just handed it to Lexi. Lexi also didn't say anything, opened it for him and gave it back.
That is just incredible.
Yeah. I don't know. I have strengths and weaknesses. The other one she really hates is when
hand
like,
grip isn't a strength.
yeah, she'll like ask me a question and then like I'll just look at her for like 10 seconds while like I try to process the words and then I answer.
Twitter has kind of ruined me because there's just stuff that comes up that I don't tell Annika every time there's like a little news thing that I have to respond to or something. So I'll just be on my phone and I have to do it right away. And then she'll just be talking and I just won't hear it. I feel bad.
Yeah, no, it's the exact same thing. But
Yeah.
then I'll try to like answer and I'll just like look at her and I'll just be like,
A minute later.
I think like years
Yes.
from now, people will realize that you have to like address someone before you get their attention.
yeah.
Like in the past, people weren't on their phones 24/7, so
Right.
people are still operating under that world. In the future, people will be like, "Hey Zach, do you have a second for me to talk to you?"
Exactly.
It's
And then
so
you'll be like,
sad.
"Whoa, hold on."
Exactly.
What a
Like,
sad world.
if you just talk, I assume you're talking to yourself.
Wow.
Because that's what I'm doing if I'm talking probably.
That is true. We did
So-
learn that about you.
I don't know.
So that's a different version.
I was watching.
Yeah.
Hank alone.
Yeah, talkative Hank. But
We can move on.
no, we cannot. The addressing people thing is a real thing, and I'm going to bring that up. Or just like go back to like the letter days.
You're
Just
going to
say,
bring that up. Ryan just brought it up.
dear, in other portions of my life.
Oh, okay.
Just say something
Yeah,
like,
smart.
"Dear Henry," and then I'll tune in for the rest of the notes.
So you want it to be like the Andrew Luck Twitter account?
Yeah.
The
Yes,
where
yes,
everything is addressed
yes.
like 1800. Of course you would. That's history, Hank,
I
right
love
there.
that.
Of course you want that.
I will say, like, I just have to take her word for this, but apparently I was watching a video on my phone. It was like some national
Parks?
talking head show talking about Jokic, you know. And so I was like locked into it, just like laughing at these idiots. And after it ended, like 3 minutes, I just like look up and Allie is just staring at me with this just like, "Are you serious?" look. And I was like, "What?" She's like, "I literally said your name 17 times. I'm like, "There's no way. There's just no way." She's like, "Yeah, I've been trying to get your attention for like 3 minutes." I was like, I didn't hear that once.
Wow.
Like, I don't know what to tell you.
So it must have just been a good clip on Jokic, or was it bad?
No, like my blood was boiling.
Yeah,
and I was just like,
that makes
these
sense.
you know.
Yeah.
Was it Yaya like 2 weeks ago who was trying to get? I think he was trying to get my attention, and he just kept saying,
Oh,
"Zach,
no, that was me. That was
Zach.
me. I was
Zach," and he was so pissed. Nobody
trying to get
responded.
Andre's attention,
That's
but I
what it
kept
was.
saying Hank.
Oh my
That
God.
was you. That wasn't
That was me. Yeah. And the
What
worst
were you
thing was,
doing?
I was just looking.
Yeah, it's across the room. But I wasn't. I was looking at Andre, and it was right before our draft show. So there was like 15 people in the room, and it was
That was so
it was
good.
embarrassing.
That was so good.
Yeah. Should we round our week out with the final comment? Coming in from 805 Broncos says, absolutely, it is insane to not shower every day. I knew
there you
something
go.
was wrong with Henry when he said earlier this week that he would go to a Nuggets game, crush a bunch of beers, and go to bed with his keys in his pocket without showering. This just
flag.
confirms
Sure.
it. Showering prior to the game does not excuse this.
What?
Now that we know that 2/3 of the pod regularly goes to bed with stinky swamp butt, we must know how often one washes their bed sheets. Please, for the love of God, get this one right.
It's a topic of conversation in the household.
First of all,
That's all I'll say.
I do dishes. Allie does laundry. So
Okay.
I have no idea.
You it's a big production to do the sheets though.
Yeah, but I'm watching videos on my phone.
That's true for
Yeah.
when the bed's getting stripped, when it's in the washer, when it's in the dryer, when it's back on the bed.
Just magically happens.
Wow.
Long video.
Yeah, I will say if it were up to me, bed sheets I would forget to ever change them.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes against my showering. I would just forget. I just don't think.
so
Maybe
clean.
because I'm clean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also-
but my Annika takes care of that.
Also, Allie and I are equally bad at our respective jobs.
That's
Oh.
important.
So it's perfect.
yeah.
Neither
Yeah.
one of us can hold anything over the other.
Oh, so what you're saying is just everything is dirty.
No, it's not it's just
It's all medium dirty.
I wait until the very last minute to
Okay.
do the dishes before it's ridiculous.
Right.
You know,
right.
so it's it never gets out of hand.
Wow.
It's just oh yeah, it's definitely time to do the dishes now.
Yeah.
And the same thing happens with laundry. Neither of us ever get to bitch at the other one being like, yo, come on, I've done 14 loads of laundry since the last time you did the dishes.
Man, I am just on a schedule every morning. Unload the dishwasher. It's the second thing I do in the morning.
Every morning?
Yeah,
You run it
because
all
runs
night.
at night.
Huh.
Yeah.
You run it every day?
Yeah.
Dude, you waste so much water in
Whoa.
your life.
My dishwasher's
Whoa.
completely full every day.
Does it hold 2
How?
dishes?
It's
Oh, it's all
normal-
the cats.
it's
It's all the
normal-
cats. Cats need to eat and
No.
drink every day.
No, they keep the same bowls. I don't clean their
What?
bowls every day.
Bro,
Well, okay, 2 bowls.
You
They
live
get
in
2
a
bowls.
house with 2 people. You and one other person. How can you create that
You
many
must
dishes?
have the world's smallest dishwasher.
It's normal size.
No.
It's just normal, you know?
Wow. It's maybe twice a week for me.
Wow. I do laundry twice a week of my clothes.
Yeah. That's
Is
reasonable.
that
I have
normal?
no idea how much laundry gets
Friday
done
and
in my
Monday.
house.
Friday and
Yeah.
Monday are my laundry days.
You have days.
Oh, he has
Yeah, so I mean
days.
everything's just scheduled out. Annika
How
knows.
can you make a whole dishwasher worth of dishes in one day?
I've done it for my whole life living
It
with
takes
Annika.
the top layer has
Yeah.
20 holders maybe 30 holders for cups.
Yeah. You know what? I'll process this over the weekend. I'll keep mental track of how it
Yeah.
happens.
Can we get a time lapse of your kitchen?
Of just the
I just wanna
dishwasher getting full?
yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
are these slots being filled? Do you drink a cup of water, put it in the dishwasher, go get a new cup, get a water, drink it, put it in the dishwasher?
I would say I have a morning cup and an afternoon cup.
Really? I have a weekly cup.
week cup.
Yeah.
Weak cup. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh. Oh, nasty.
Yeah, I wouldn't want water building up in there.
Exactly, you wouldn't. Well, if I
You
did
just
that, cats.
rinse it out.
But then
get
it
it?
just
Yeah.
sits. But then it just sits on your counter.
It's like
I gotta have clean countertops.
What's difference between sitting in your counter and sitting in the cabinet?
Oh, if it's already been used, it's not going back in the cabinet.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, but there's no difference.
Well, in the cabinet, it's gone. It's hidden. It's closed. Shut it away.
I'm so confused.
the fish hate you, just so you know.
The fish. Hey, oh, I think it's like a high efficiency dishwasher.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Is a high efficiency shower?
It might be actually.
If only you could take the water from your shower and reuse it to clean your
Wow.
dishes.
That's the future.
Which one would you rather want? The dishwasher water to clean your
This
body?
is so obvious.
Whoa.
You obviously want the shower water to clean the dishes.
Yeah. I mean, because dishes have
Food.
I'm not coated
you're
in
putting-
barbecue sauce.
you're
You know?
But you're putting that in your mouth. You're putting what's running off your body into your mouth.
I still think that's better than rubbing myself with whatever's like, oh, look, some chicken grease today.
Remember,
so clear.
you're dumping that much sweat on your body every night. Then you're just going to be dumping it in your mouth.
I mean, yeah.
Actually,
The
the
food that
sweat.
you were eating was sweating at one point.
True.
Oh, wow. That's really sad.
Yeah.
And I'm not eating meat for a while.
Well,
Isn't that
you don't
weird?
do
Yeah. Meats it'll get you. Sometimes like you get a tough bite of chicken, you're like,
No,
I'm
don't
not
do
thinking
this to
about this.
people right now.
What?
Don't
We
do
got a
this to
super
people
chat
right
coming in from Orange. Says, Zach, I'm sorry for not being here yesterday because I totally agree. It's absolutely disgusting to not shower every day. You're not crazy. Let's go,
This
Orange.
is again just like moving the goalposts a little bit. It's not like we're saying we don't shower every day.
Yeah.
We're saying once in a while you go a day without showering. And every single person in the DNVR office yesterday agreed that that is not crazy.
But Orange,
How'd it smell up there?
Fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. The Orange's comment though saying it is disgusting not to shower every day. So that means including days off. You can't take days off. No days off. We don't skip steps. We don't skip showers around here.
Can't wait for no shower Sunday.
I will say that here's another thought I've been having recently. The kind of ties in the water thing. It's like it does suck that like the world's getting hotter and the polar bears are gonna die and all that. But like
this is gonna be a bad take.
Yeah,
For sure.
But,
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
you can't say that and then but.
there is like a 50,000 like every 50,000 years we get like an ice age. Well, like 10,000 years. We just gotta go another 40,000 years. There's just another ice age.
And?
The ice will be back.
How many
Oh, I see what you're saying.
how many things are gonna die in that process, Henry?
Oh yeah, it's gonna suck. But like, we already lost the saber-toothed tigers, and it's not saying like it makes me happy about it all. But just like, you know what, shit happens.
Zach has to think
We lost.
about what he's doing to all those poor animals and things while he's washing his dishes
Yeah,
every day.
yeah. I do my
I,
best, so I have no regrets.
Like I understand like the Spano household. They have 4 kids.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
one
Yeah.
meal fills the whole dishwasher.
Yeah.
I just don't understand for you guys.
So why can't 3 meals fill it for 2 people?
That's
if
still
one meal fills it for 6 people, 3
going math.
meals would fill it for 2 people.
I mean, how many?
There we go.
How many plates fit in a dishwasher? Like 20.
Yeah. At least.
So to be energy efficient, I make a smoothie for most lunches. I take the entire smoothie blender, put it in the dishwasher. So that takes up like a quarter of the bottom.
Can you do that? Because I have a blender, but I never use it because I'm like, I don't. So like, even if it has like a cord on
No
it.
way.
No, you don't put the like machine in it.
And this is why I don't use the blender.
Oh my god.
But you said you put the entire.
Oh my
you said you put the entire
gosh.
thing in. I was like, wait, is it that easy? It's not that easy.
What
Hank's gonna-
entire thing are you talking about then?
Just like it has the blender part, the machine part,
Are you using like a standard 1990s blender, or do you have like a cool like
a
Ninja?
Vitamix.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So then you take the top part, the plastic part,
Yeah.
no cords attached, no motor, no electricity, and you put it in.
Okay, so if I made a smoothie and I know
Yeah.
I'm making a smoothie again tomorrow,
Yeah.
I just hand wash the smoothie thing.
But see, if I were to hand wash it, knowing I'm running the dishwasher later, that would be a waste of water.
But I'm not running the dishwasher later to save water.
But I know I'm probably going to be running the dishwasher later because it's going to be more than half full regardless.
Half full? That means you can go a whole other day.
No, more than half full.
Okay,
It's
you
more
can go
than
another
half
half day.
No, because I have to empty a dishwasher in the morning or else we get some dishes pile up. Got to stay on routine.
This is crazy,
It's all
man.
about routine.
This is crazy.
So, an Energy Star rated dishwasher uses as little as 3 gallons of water.
Yeah. How many gallons do you use while cleaning the little blender?
Probably not much.
It's this is where my eyes have a lack of perspective here. I can't speak to it. 3 gallons doesn't sound like a lot though.
Thank you, Hank.
Yeah.
3 gallons.
I do want to say it would suck that all those animals die. Just to be very clear, I really
And
hate
humans
that.
at
But
some point.
there's a part of it where it's like, you know what? There'll be some like frog that loves heat that all of a sudden it's like, oh, a new frog. And
New
so then
frog
that
just dropped.
yes, you get the new frog, and then the ice age comes. There'll be like a whole bunch of cold animals that come out of that, just like the woolly mammoth did before, and say like, I don't know. I've just tried to embrace the natural cycle to cope with it.
Nice.
It'll be like
The
a
natural
snake.
cycle that you never have to deal with.
I do think that. I'm doing my best. We'll see. The cold animals are cooler than the hot animals. Like snakes and lizards, I'd rather have the woolly mammoth, saber-tooth tiger, bears.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So,
It's a good point to end the week on. Honestly, banner week in my opinion.
It
I think
was.
we
It was
did
good.
really
It was
well.
good.
I
We did
enjoyed
really well.
every moment of
The
it.
Broncos are back a little bit next week.
Oh yeah, OTAs.
Yeah, and only one day though, so the banter will continue.
All right, love it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Love you all. We'll catch you next week.